Jealous in the building, baby. How we doing? Now, we usually have a saying in the beginning of these videos. So either you're new here or you've been here. Open up them listening ears and listen to what a player about to tell you. You feel me? I hope you're looking good. I hope you're feeling good. And most importantly, smelling good. You feel me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna hold you. Today has been a day. And I want y'all to remember the Tory Lanez and Megan situation that happened years back when Tory Lanez allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. And has been in prison. I think he was going to prison for 10 years. Been in prison for 2 years. Well, recently, Tory Lanez has got stabbed 14 times. They tried to take my boy up out of there. Goddamn. They tried to take my nigga up out of there. That's crazy work. But apparently there's some new evidence within the case that says that Tory ain't do what everybody said he did. He didn't shoot that bill. So we about to hear what's going on here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop into this reaction video, you feel me? So let's get it and let's go!
We are here today to bring to your attention some information Unite the People believes is exculpatory in Mr. Daystar Peterson's case, professionally known as Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Recently,
we've been made aware that a member of the media, Mr. Gianno Caldwell, was working on an op-ed for the New York Post regarding Mr. Peterson's innocence. During his work on that op-ed, he became aware of some information in Unite the People's possession regarding a statement that was given to Unite the People by someone with information relevant to that case. The New York Post recently reached out to the prior district attorney, George Gascon, Megan Pete and her representatives, and Kelsey Harris and her representatives.
Okay.
The only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request for more information. A few days later, Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in his jail cell. Unite the People represents Daystar Peterson in his appellate process.
First of all, that shit was wild. When I looked it up and heard that my boy Tory got stabbed 14 times, damn, they tried to get my man up out of there. They said it was an essay. They said it was a hit. They tried to take my man up out of here. Hell no. What we got going on here? I'm here for the music, personally. I fuck with Mr. Daystar because the music crank. I'm going to crank his music. But that shit crazy. They try to get my man up out of here.
An appellate brief and a writ of habeas corpus on his behalf. The district attorney's office has already responded. The case is fully briefed. We're just waiting for the appellate court's decision. We were willing to wait for the appellate process to play out, but given that brutal, unprovoked attack, we felt it necessary to come here today to provide you with this information. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon or commute the sentence of Mr. Peterson, so that when he recovers from this attack, he's not returned to a jail cell, but that he's allowed to go home and recover.
Yes, sir.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James.
Okay.
Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People. Mr. James informed Unite the People.
Okay, here we go.
He was a witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun.
Word.
She fired it 3 times.
Okay.
Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times.
Nigga. You know what, people? See, here's the funny story. I had some people that was telling me that, he shot her. You know, they was telling me all these things. I stuck by the side. I stayed 10 toes down for my man's Tory. Free my man's Tory. Because Tory ain't shoot that girl. What we talking about, gang? I knew he ain't shoot her. Because the story made no damn sense. How the hell he shot her, but there's no evidence of him shooting her. There's no residue that was on the gun that fired that hit her in her foot. How? Help me understand that. Help me understand that. How is Shorty gonna go, the best friend gonna go ask for immunity? If you innocent, what you need immunity for? I'm just trying to understand what's going on. I've been saying this shit since it was first aired. Kelsey was mad that Tory was messing with Meg, so she decided to let that bitch off. That is what happened. I'm telling you.
In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody.
Boom.
Never even touched that gun.
Boom.
Never fired the gun.
Boom.
This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw two women fighting, two men break up the fight, one man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete.
Get my mans out of jail right now. And you know what we're gonna do? Hey, Megan Thee Stallion. Miss I'ma need you to pack your bags up, shorty. Wrap it up. Cause you been caught, sister. You lying. No. You lied. You lied and you lied and you lied. I understand Tory Lanez short. Don't get me wrong. He a short nigga. I'm a short nigga. I understand that sometimes you tall people can't really see a nigga when he trying to do something. But shorty, please. You went on a whole crying spree of saying that he shot me. You cried, tried to cry, and all that extra ish. No, shorty, we on that ass, gang. It's okay. It's time to pack your bags. It's time to get up out of here, skadoodle. You better get your music right. Get one last album out, something. Because, shorty, your ass is about to get caught up right here, right now. Let's go.
It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night.
Okay.
And yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson.
Three suspects, and the only one that got DNA tested was Tory Lanez. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like my man's Tory got set up. It's obvious he got set up because something that don't make no damn sense to me. Y'all they said that there was another substance on that gun. And y'all couldn't figure out what substance, who other DNA it was on that gun? Are we serious? What the hell what y'all doing in them labs then? Y'all ain't working, y'all bullshitting. What we got going on here, man?
Even though unknown DNA was found on the gun, why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense? We don't know. It should have been taken. It is Unite the People's understanding, regular LAPD practice at a crime scene like that, anybody who's there, the DNA is taken. Another irregularity. Why, at Miss Harris's police interview, was a non-lawyer, non-family member, record company executive allowed to participate? Highly irregular situation. Normally, we see cases, strangers are not allowed in these things, but it was in this case. All of these things point to the highly irregular nature of his trial and his conviction. It is our contention that he was wrongly convicted.
Indeed. 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 motherfucking deed. What are we talking about here? That's gonna be it right there. But indeed, how in the hell? How? I need somebody to help me understand this. Like I said, I understand Tory Lanez is a short nigga. Okay? Now you tall people like to shit on the short nigga because you can't barely see the short nigga. So look at here. What we got going on here? First of all, I'm also irritated because it took this nigga Tory to damn near lose his life and getting stabbed 14 times for the evidence to finally come out. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. My boy got set up, wrongfully convicted. Fuck all that. Now, I appreciate everybody that tuned into the video. I appreciate y'all. That's going to be the end right there. I just wanted to, spread some light on what's been going on with the Tory Lanez situation. All this is very new for me and trying to cover, some of the new shit instead of the usual stuff I be showing on the channel. So, I appreciate y'all. If you watch it, bear with me, please. I'm going to get better at all this. I promise you. This is all new to a nigga. Let it just ride out with a player. But, like I said, I appreciate every single one of y'all, every single subscriber that watches the videos. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm trying to build a family within this channel, within my gaming, within all of that. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. And I'm going to see y'all whatever I upload next.